You grew up faster than you should have. The environment around you demanded it. There was no manual for what you were navigating, and no one handing out awards for surviving it. Maybe the home was chaotic, and you became the one who held things together. Maybe the adults were unavailable, and you learned to need less. Maybe the atmosphere was unpredictable, and you developed a permanent sensor for the room, always reading what was coming before it arrived. Whatever the specific shape of it, the childhood was hard in ways that most people around you simply did not understand. And for a long time, the world's primary message about that experience has been that it left you damaged, that the difficulty was purely a deficit, something to recover from, something to explain to a therapist. But developmental psychology tells a more complete and more honest story. Research into adversity and human development has identified a well-documented phenomenon called post-traumatic growth. It is the measurable finding that a significant number of people who navigate serious difficulty do not merely survive it. They develop capabilities as a direct result of it that would not have emerged any other way. This is not a dismissal of the pain. The pain was real. The cost was real. But the growth was also real. And in many cases, the capabilities that emerged are among the rarest and most valuable that a human being can possess. The first silent superpower is emotional intelligence at an advanced level. Children who grew up in emotionally complex environments were forced to read people with precision far beyond what their age required. They learned to detect a shift in someone's mood before a single word was spoken. They developed the ability to understand what someone actually means beneath what they are saying. This is not a skill taught in schools. It is a skill forged in the specific pressure of an environment where reading people accurately was not optional. It was survival. The second is resilience that does not announce itself. People who survived difficult childhoods did not learn resilience from a motivational speech. They built it by continuing to function in conditions that would have stopped many adults entirely. This produces a specific kind of quiet toughness that does not break under ordinary pressure, because ordinary pressure does not come close to what was already survived. The third is adaptability. Children who navigated unpredictable environments developed the ability to adjust rapidly to changing conditions, to find footing in unstable ground, and to remain functional when the rules change without warning. In adult life, this translates directly into an ability to handle uncertainty, complexity, and change that most people find genuinely destabilizing. The fourth is empathy with real depth. Because they know what it feels like to struggle invisibly, people from difficult childhoods often have an extraordinary capacity to recognize that same invisible struggle in others. They notice the person who is not okay beneath the surface. They understand suffering without needing it explained. This makes them the kind of person that others instinctively turn to in their hardest moments. Here is the reframe. While other children were learning to play, you were learning to survive. Those are not the same education. The children who played received something important. But you received something different, and in some ways rarer. You received an accelerated education in human nature, in emotional complexity, in resilience, and in empathy that most people spend their entire adult lives trying to develop through books and therapy and experience and still never fully reach. The difficult childhood did not only take from you, it also gave you something. And what it gave you is quietly extraordinary. If this reached something in you that has been waiting a long time to be seen, subscribe to the channel. This kind of psychology is here every time you need it.